turning yellow and all kinds of color. Whoa, just another front porch. Yeah, yeah, this time I'm really here, and it's May 6th, the day before May 7th, and the day after Cinco de Mayo. Whoa, well, that, in case you watched last week's, wasn't that cool seeing a whole bunch of musical guests all in one? Oh, I hope to do more of the best of, because every single person that we've had here is the best of. So, there you have it. Hear the birds? I really have missed that. So, it is here. It's Thursday. I'm double vaxxed. A lot of us are double vaxxed. What that really means is that we are now in the transitional phase from elastic waistband pants to pants with zippers and buttons. Am I the only one in that transition? Who else is doing that? Raise your hand, or at least tell me, yeah, transitioning. It's crazy. I actually don't really want to wear my sweatpants every single day anymore. So I'm thinking that that's a good thing. I think I'm adjusting, and hopefully you are too. Listen, folks, share this now. Share it while we're live, and you can win the M bass, that mini bass. It's a mini cool bass. It's a real instrument. Super cool and fun if you've never played bass, but you want to and you want to fiddle around. Anyway, if you don't want it and you win it, I'm sure someone you know would want it. So if you share this while we're live, you could win. You will, you could, you might, you could win one. Today happens to be Brooklyn Day. Even though we are here in North Carolina, we have two people coming on the show today. Our wonder weather woman, Kelly Bedwell, coming from Brooklyn. And we have our musical guest, Adam Levy, coming in from Brooklyn. So it's just a double whammy Brooklyn Day. It's also great if you let us know where you're from, where you're watching from. Last week was our 1 year anniversary. Okay, we did that. I just wanted to mention, I said I was going to a doctor appointment and everything is fine. I'm really kind of excited because I'm working with a functional medicine doctor. If you never heard of functional medicine, check it out. I put a link above us. It's really cool. It's a way of looking at all of you, your whole life, everything that happened, whether you were born C-section or not, whether you had antibiotics as a kid, and they grab your DNA from Ancestry.com if you did that, or they kind of just look at all of you, gang, gong, and it's really cool. So it's completely you, and I learned some cool things. So check out that link if you are interested. Yes, I am intermittent fasting now. I've been writing all about it. I'm excited, and it's cool, interesting, learning. I got to say this, we're about 1 week. Tomorrow will be 1 week. No, Saturday will be 1 week away from our newest Guitar Cloud Symposium event. I can't talk. I always can't talk at a certain point in the show. I think I just try to put too many words in here. I think I should just take some words out. Guitar Cloud Symposium is doing a beginner's boot camp. And what that means is it's a half a day. It's going to be easy to digest. 4 instructors. Really, really, I'm so proud of the instructor level. I mean, we're all such great instructors. I'm saying I am too. I like to think I am. But like Jennifer Batten, if you're Okay. All right. I am back. We're back. We're back. We are gone. No memory card.
No, that's okay.
Okay, so even though I see that on the screen. Okay, stuff happens, folks. If you're still here, thank you. If you're not still here, see you next week. Anyway, God, thank you, Tay, for troubleshooting that. Crazy, I want to curse, but I won't curse. Okay, Guitar Cloud Symposium has a new thing. Beginners Bootcamp. It's mega awesome. Tons of cool stuff. If you're just starting out, you know some chords, but you really don't know what to do from there. Please check out the link. We're really excited to do this. You will not be sorry. Free 10-week video course from Adam Roach is going to be tagged along to every student's stuff. You're going to get like mega stuff. So we hope to see you. Okay, quickly, what I want to say is, we're okay. What I want to say is that the wind, I don't know what to do about the wind. I have my little windscreen on. It's nothing I can do. Okay, so it's windy. This day in history, two cool things, many cool things, but May 6th, President Eisenhower signed the Civil Rights Act of 1960. A U.S. federal law that established federal inspection of local voter registration polls, especially needed in the South, and introduced penalties for anyone who obstructed someone's attempt to register to vote. What echoes of today's world? Wow. That was 1960. Now, there's a whole lot more to understand about that because there was a Civil Rights Act of 1957. There was a Civil Rights Act of 64. Check the link out. It's a great story kind of explaining more about all that, which we should all know. But that was today, the 1960 Act. Also, the first open election in South Africa was held, and the once outlawed African National Congress won control of parliament from the all-white minority government in 1994. So a lot of pretty big civil rights kinds of people being arcing towards justice happening on this day. If you're ready, Madam Weather Woman of all weather people, Wonder Weather. I'm going to call you Wonder Weather Woman. Wonder Weather Woman or what?
She's not ready.
Okay, she's not ready. So I'm just going
to. 1 second.
I can tell you a story. Am I holding on? Okay.
Yeah, she's ready.
Okay. All right. I know I'm a little sooner than we thought, but that's how it goes. Let me get my head on. Kelly Sue. Hey, come on and give us some Brooklyn weather.
Oh, you ready for me now?
Yeah, sorry. I don't know my time.
I don't even know what happened. Anyway, good afternoon. This is Kelly Bedwell reporting to you from WKFU, your Brooklyn weather station. I'm here in Brooklyn. So I wanted to stand out in front of the Brooklyn Central Library, which is right there. And guess what? I happened upon the ribbon cutting for the first day back to allow people to go in the library. So, I had to tell the cop what I'm doing out here because, I don't want to look suspicious because I'm sure I do. Anyway, my report today is about it's a nice day here. It's high 60s, and I'm still kind of waiting for the May weather to come for it to get warmer. But the tulips are in bloom over there. Anyway, my talk today is about restaurant 11 Madison Park, which is going vegan and will serve an all plant-based menu when it reopens soon. This is a restaurant that has 3 Michelin stars, which is so difficult to get. One is difficult to get. So, and this is arguably the best restaurant in the world. So no more caviar or braising celery root in pig's bladders. Ew, you couldn't pay me to eat that. I don't even know what celery root is. No more suckling pig, no more sea urchin, and no more of their specialty lavender glazed duck at $335 per person, including tip. The owner, Daniel Ham, says that our current food system is simply not sustainable. And also the website, oh, I'm curious, will no longer publish recipes made with beef, citing 14.5% of global greenhouse gas emissions come from livestock. So think about it, gas emissions. Anyway, the cost of 111's dishes will help support their food truck, which has been out all year addressing rising hunger needs in New York City. So one meal at the restaurant provides 5 meals for that effort. And don't worry, restaurant will still serve milk and honey for your coffee and tea. Anything else, Vicki?
Where's your hat and your microphone?
In my backpack. Where do you think that?
Oh, I caught you off guard, didn't I?
No, but all this time I've been standing out here, I just forgot. And I put it in there and I said, don't forget to put that on. So, you'll see. Yeah,
go ahead.
I just said you will see that next week.
Okay. I had actually heard about that some restaurants are deciding not to serve meat anymore, and it's kind of interesting. You got a lot of people who are mad about that, but also some people who are really glad about it. So it's an issue worth going deeper into, how we can sustainably keep the planet going. And I heard a great interview on NPR yesterday, and a woman who was a butcher and an activist for sustainable planet was like, there's ways we can raise beef and cattle that are in line
sustainable.
Sustainable would be the word. So I'm all for figuring that out. Thank you,
Yeah,
Cal.
and let me tell you, I would love to have some of that food over there. It's going to be awesome, but I don't know if I ever go there.
Well,
maybe for my birthday. Anyway, this is Kelly Bedwell reporting to you from WKFU, New York weather.
Thank you, Miss Brooklyn. Oh, thank you, Cal. And thank you, everybody, for sticking in along with us. Do we have time? Do we have easy access to the M-Base? Well, we don't need the picture. What I want to tell you is that if you share this. This is Front Porch Thursday. We're in episode 53, people. Year 2, beginning. And May is turning out to be an incredible month with our musical guests. So this is one of our musical guests, and it's the M-Bass by Goldtone that I keep playing and loving. Oh, I love the way this bass sounds, and I don't know how to play a bass, but it feels so easy. Yeah, it is so easy to play. And if I don't win it, I'm going to go get me one. So you can win this. We're going to do a drawing. Not sure when, but we'll do it. And we're going to give this away to the winner. Okay, here's a cool story. Lucky, my dog Lucky, has been chasing baby girl. She has been chasing lizards, and she's kind of wearing herself out. I don't want you to run totally away, baby girl. I don't want you to. Here's a heartwarming story. Mother's Day's coming, Sunday. Leah Pescalidis met Monier 6 years ago and formed a really close bond with her. Leah was Monier's caseworker. And Monier was in foster care. Because of her job, Leah wasn't able to adopt Monier until she aged out of the foster care system. Now that day has come. And after the judge declared the adoption official, Leah and Monier shared a hug for the first time. Do we have a picture of their hug? So they've shared a fug for the first time as mother and daughter. Everything is official. The one thing that I wanted since I was a kid has finally come true, Monier told WTEN. I made her a promise, said Leah, that I would find her an adoptive family. I just didn't know that I would be that adoptive family. The pair will be celebrating their first Mother's Day together this weekend, and Monier wants to be an advocate for teenagers looking to be adopted, encouraging families to get to know older children, not just bypass them because they think they're, troublemakers and things like that. So she's really becoming a voice for those for the teenagers awaiting adoption. It's a beautiful story, and I'm just grateful they found each other and that it worked out. So, in honor of that, in honor of Mother's Day, I'm going to play you a song. And creating the video for this song was one of the coolest things that Tay and I ever did. Tay basically produced and directed it, and we asked friends and family for pictures of them and their mothers, and made this incredible moving collage. And the link to if we didn't put the link yet, we will put the video link to that. Because of you, it's on YouTube, and here's a live version of it. How's it go? Born in 1934. Guess you'd be 73 today. But it's been nearly 24 years since you slipped away. Well, I'll have another coffee and a bite of something sweet. Well, I'll taste the memories you left behind. I'll cry for the parts of me you didn't meet. And though you're gone, you're still giving to me. 'Cause of you, I am opening my heart a little wider. 'Cause of you, I am hoping I might be a little kinder. 'Cause of you, I am digging deep and giving everything I got. 'Cause of you, I am. Oh, I am. Well, you taught me it's the small things that count. Hey, it's really not so hard. Well, now I don't wait till the holidays come round to send that greeting card. And you said be careful how much you think. I think too much. And just say what you mean. Don't analyze every little thing. Hold on to simplicity. And hold on to all your dreams. And hold on to what you believe. Oh, 'cause of you, I am opening my heart just a little wider. 'Cause of you, I am hoping I might be a little kinder. 'Cause of you, I am digging deep and giving everything I've got. 'Cause of you, I am. Oh, there's an ending word, and I always forget it. Always forget it. Oh, in a something stream. In a stream. Or in my dreams, in my sleeping dreams. Or even if there's a storm, it seems that you're always gonna be with me. Yeah, I know that. Oh, in a winter snow, in each thing that grows, in my heart, I know wherever I go, you're with me. Yeah, wherever I go, you're with me. Ooh, wherever I go, wherever I go, 'cause of you, 'cause of you, 'cause wherever I go. The birds got to sing that with me. 'Cause of you. To all the mothers. And actually, all the fathers. Yeah, but I know it's Mother's Day here. Okay, so be it. All right, what we got time. I'm checking my time out here. I think it's time. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring out our musical guest. Firstly, I want to, I already said it, but we got cut off in the middle of it. Please check out our Guitar Cloud Symposium stuff. We got our cool thing coming up on May 15th. Beginner Bootcamp. Lots of amazing subjects. How to hold a pick, basic rhythm, how to read tab, basic strumming, finger picking, learning techniques, basic essential theory, things you need to know to start out with. Really, really fun stuff. Gretchen Menn, Daniele Guittardo, Jennifer Batt, and myself. $49. You're also going to walk away with a 10-week video course for beginner guitars from Adam Roach, podcast master. It's cool. We'd love to have you, or you might know somebody who'd be into it. So that's that. Tay, do you want me to show that picture now, or do you want me to go bring in Adam? Does it matter to you?
What picture?
What you have set up to go about May?
Sure.
Okay. Last thing before we bring Adam on. May is cool. After today, which is also May and totally cool, we're going to have Sonia Heller next week. After Sonia, we're going to have Jane Miller, jazz guitarist, and we're going to have Andy McKee, which I'm really excited. Yeah, Andy McKee at the last Thursday of the month. So I'll be posting more about that, but every week in May is turning out to be stellar, stellar, stellar. Mm, 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 mm. Lucky us, lucky me. I'm grateful. All right. Um, there's so many things to say about Adam because he does so many things well. I think one of the first times I met him was at a True Fire extravaganza dinner during a NAMM show, and we all had to play musical chairs, and I met him there. He's a fellow educator at True Fire. Great stuff. Sometimes, Adam, I use some of your material for my students, just being transparent here. And Adam's a great session player. Early on, I knew that he was playing guitar for Norah Jones. Uh, you just recently did a gig with Michelle and Cello, which blew my mind, right? You did that gig? Oh my God. Anyway, and then on top of everything, he's a great songwriter. So, and guitar player. Adam, come on. I can't keep talking about you without you coming out.
Oh,
How
thanks,
are you?
Vicki. I'm so good. How are you doing today?
Doing good here in sunny North Carolina on the porch.
Wow.
So you're in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Are you a Brooklyn boy from birth, or did you transplant?
I transplanted. I actually grew up in and around Los Angeles.
Wow, I didn't know that. What brought you across the country?
Well, the first thing that brought me across the country was Amtrak. I, in 1995, I guess, late 95, early 96, I can't remember. I was living in Oakland, California, and really had my heart set on checking out New York. So, but to answer your question, it was the music scene. You know, so many great artists and great producers, and just great energy around live music, recorded music, songwriting. So I took my one guitar and a suitcase full of clothes and a couple $100 and took the Amtrak across from Oakland to New York City.
Very cool. Very cool. And what was the first gig you landed in New York?
Oh, huh. That's a good question. Probably playing in an Italian coffee shop with my friend Amanda Monaco.
I know Amanda. Yeah.
Yeah. Really, my connection to the working part of being in New York when I first came out was to people that I had met through teaching at the National Guitar Workshop. So the people I knew in New York at that time were Amanda Monaco and Lenny Stern. And I had also met a great songwriter who was a student there named Basia Schechter. She has a band called Pharaoh's Daughter. So that was another one of my earliest gigs in New York, was playing at CB's Gallery with
Yep.
Pharaoh's Daughter.
Yep. Very cool. And how did you end up hooking up with Norah Jones for that project? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really just one of those things that if you saw it in a movie, you would think, oh, that's not how that happens. There's supposed to be lawyers and managers involved, but literally, I happened to sit next to her at a bar in New York, at somebody else's gig, before she was signed or managed or anything. She was just this young kid who was still enrolled in music school at North Texas in Denton, Texas, and had come to New York for the summer. We wound up sitting next to each other, and somebody that happened to know both of us introduced us, and we chatted for a bit. We exchanged numbers, and when she needed a guitar player for just a little local New York gig, she called me, and then that led to more and more stuff.
That's so cool. That is
Yeah.
really cool. Did you write any music with her or for her?
Not on her first record, but on her second record, which is called Feels Like Home. One song that I wrote by myself for her, specifically for her, was called In the Morning. And she recorded it for that record. and a song that we co-wrote, which is called the Moon Song. We sang it a lot on tour, and we recorded it for the Feels Like Home record. It didn't make the album cut, but if you have like the bonus edition with all all the extra stuff,
Yeah.
it's part of that.
Sweet, sweet. Well, I got more questions for you, but why don't you play us something to start with?
Okay, sure. I'm a bull in a china shop, leaving nothing on the shelf. A dangerous disaster, yeah, but only to myself. Well, there's fire in my eyes, you put it out if you were smart. I'm a bull in a china shop, but I've got a porcelain heart. I'm a runaway train, tearing up the tracks as I go. A crazy locomotive, hear the whistle, watch the smoke blow. Feel me coming a mile away from somewhere out of the past. I'm a runaway train, going nowhere fast. You can't stop me now, yeah, you don't know it. You can't stop me now with just one kiss. Well, then it wouldn't have to be like this. Well, you can stop me now. Yeah, you know the way. Well, you can stop me now with just one kiss. Well, then it wouldn't have to be like this. I'm a bull in a china shop, leaving nothing on the shelf. Dangerous disaster, yeah, but only to myself. Well, there's fire in my eyes, you put it out if you were smart. I'm a bull in a china shop, but I got a porcelain heart. I'm a bull in a china shop, I've got a porcelain heart. I'm a bull in a china shop, but I got a porcelain heart.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I need to be on mute. Didn't you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay, cool. I can't see me though. That was beautiful. That's a great line. How did you actually come up with that line? I'm a bull in a.
Let's see. There was a little while where I was writing from titles, which I think is something people do a lot in the Nashville scene, from what I've heard. I don't know. When I first started writing, I didn't write from title first, but I got into a phase where I was just trying to come up with titles, and somewhere I stumbled onto the just the two-word hook of porcelain heart.
Love it.
And then I think I just did some free writing. I had taken this workshop with Linda Berry. She's a writer and cartoonist, and really encouraged free writing. And people who've read the Julia Cameron book probably do a lot of free writing. And that little title of Porcelain Heart, when I started writing it, the story kind of filled itself in. Not so much like by thinking about it, but just like, okay, set a timer for 10 minutes and just start doodling on the page. I don't know, do you do that when you write?
Yeah, it's making me think of something I was thinking about today in the shower, where I think about most deep things.
Yeah.
Was that there's this intersection between intention and intuition,
Mm.
or intention and just following the muse. So you may have a bud, a word, a phrase, but then let it move through you. I guess it's kind of like left and right sides of the brain, really.
Mm. Mm.
Where your left side of your brain is really kind of linear and can think about specific topics and subjects and words, and then your right side of the brain just kind of takes over and goes, yo, let's see where all the connections I could possibly make to this word. So I can relate.
Yeah, that's very much how I feel, and I try when I'm writing to lean on the right side, the kind of, let's just make a mess and see where it leads side, rather than the accounting side. I think we need both of those to get stuff done. I was going to use another word, but
I hear you.
to follow something all the way through to the very end, to where it could be a song that you could record or perform or whatever. I think we need both of those, but I try when I'm in the writing phase to lean as much as I can on the right side.
Yeah, very cool. Would you like to do another, and what would it be?
Yeah, I'm gonna write. Right.
Go ahead, write something. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. How much time do you got? This is a song that came about in a similar way. I had this title, which was No Dancing. And that came because I had been playing a weekly gig at this little club in New York. This is a few years back. And one of their neighbors was complaining about that there was apparently people dancing.
Oh, my God.
Can you believe it? Live music and alcohol. And I mean, what did they think was going to happen? So I came back one week to play my gig, and the owner had taped up all these handwritten signs that said no dancing. Wow. Sorry, Wow. And so I took that and I ran with it, and this is the song.
Cool.
Strike 13 times. Streets were paved with crooked lines. My teardrops tasted like plum wine the day the dancing stopped. Words fell out of all the books. The jailhouse turned out all the crooks. Miss Gibraltar lost her looks. The day the dancing stopped, no one to see. No more Cuban slide. Shang-a-lang, hips swaying side to side. Hang your shoes up on the wall. Tell your lover not to call. Throw a blanket across the floor, 'cause there ain't no dancing no more. A watermelon with no rhyme, a dictionary redefined. Staring contest for the blind. The day the dancing stopped, laws of physics overturned. Rome fiddled while old Nero burned, and all the lessons got unlearned. The day the dancing stopped, no one to see. No more Cuban slide, no more Shang-a-lang. Hips swaying side to side. Your shoes up on the wall. Tell your lover not to call. Throw a blanket across the floor, 'cause there ain't no dancing no more. Na 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 na. shadow in the shade. Honeybees made lemonade. Uranus was in retrograde the day the dancing stopped. Chicken Little kissed the sky. A knock-knock joke that made me cry. No one knew the reason why the day the dancing stopped. No what to see. No more Cuban slide. No more shangling. No hips swaying side to side. Hang your shoes up on the wall. Tell your lover not to call. Throw a blanket across the floor. 'Cause there ain't no dancing no more. Hang your shoes up on the wall. Tell your lover not to call. Throw a blanket across the floor. 'Cause there ain't no dancing no more. No, there ain't no dancing no more. No, there ain't no dancing no more. No, there ain't no dancing.
Bravo.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's great. That's really great.
Thanks.
Well, I have to know, what was the club?
It was called Banjo Jim's.
Wait, was this in the city or?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
wow.
at in the East Village at the corner of 9th and C. There was a few years where it was just called 9C.
Okay.
And then that's where this band Olabelle got started. I don't know if you ever crossed
No.
paths with them. That's Amy Helm and Glenn Pacha. And anyway, yeah, it was a great club. And eventually they closed because they couldn't work things out peaceably with their neighbor. But it was a
Wow.
really special place for a good long time.
Yeah. Tell you, if I could get my picture out there too, that'd be nice. Yeah. So, I know Tay's working like 4 people's job back there. Okay,
Yeah.
just so you know, everybody. Thank you, Tay. What was I gonna say? I had a couple of things I wanted to ask you. What are you playing? What's that guitar? We can't really see it because
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but I hear
Um,
it, and it looks like a semi-hollow something something.
Yeah, it's a hollow guitar. It's a Gibson L7 from 1945.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I've got an LG2, Gibson LG2 from 1948. Really different guitar though. This
Yeah.
is that an arch top?
Yeah, it is. I know it's. I
Yeah.
kind of have this moody lighting in here, so it's hard to see.
Well,
what's
no,
what.
it's just that your camera wasn't taking it all, but we can see it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
So it's a fully hollow guitar.
Yeah.
You know, like a Adirondack top. However, it might be 18 inches across the bout, and yeah, I've mostly played electric guitars, like semi-hollow guitars, and which there's one hiding in the back there, and then flat top acoustic guitars. And a couple of years ago, I thought, well, maybe there's a kind of middle ground that I could explore. So I bought this guitar.
Nice, really nice. I can't help wanting to know. You did tell me the story about Michelle and Degocello calling you the other day, but I just want you to share it because I don't know if we have any Michelle and Degocello fans out there. I'm a huge fan, and she's one of those people where I've kind of fantasized like, how can I get to her? Like, how can I get her to hear me play? Like spend hours like. Tell us how
Yeah.
you got this gig the other day. I'm so jealous. Oh my God.
Well, I got it honestly, like how so much of the good stuff in my life, musically and career-wise, has happened by just hanging out. So what happened was, for up until last year, I was living in Los Angeles, and Michelle was going out there a lot to work on a show that she was scoring. She's scoring a TV show called Queen Sugar. And so she was out there with her collaborators on the score and the writers of the show. And just through that, we wound up having some friends in common. And somebody invited her out to one of my shows in LA, maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And that led to her asking me to play on her last studio record that she made, which is called Ventriloquism.
Wow.
which is a covers record. And I played on a cover of Private Dancer, which was a song that Tina Turner recorded. And shoot, another song that is escaping my brain at the moment. You ever have that happen?
Nah, that never happens to me. But I will go out and get the album. So
Yeah, it's a great record. And so I played on that. And we've just stayed in touch. And, you know, she lives in New York. And so since I've been out here, we've been like sending little ideas back and forth to each other on just little voice memos about songs and stuff. And then she had this gig, a real, I mean, there wasn't an audience, but it was a full band, 8-piece band on stage, playing at this a venue in Brooklyn with no audience, but live streamed and a great camera crew. And that's what happened. So we rehearsed and we did it. And she's just the most incredible musician I've ever worked with, you know, full stop. She's just incredible artist, incredible bass player, incredible, you know, it's really, she's really special. And you should meet her and work on something together.
yeah, I really would love to. Well, now, like, I know you and you know her, and what do they call that? 1 degree of separation?
Yeah.
Maybe somehow. I don't know. I'm just going to keep it in my head. Anyway, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Play us another, please, if you
Okay.
would.
Sure. Let's see. This is a sing-along that you're welcome to sing with me. Anybody at home is welcome to sing. The chorus is, I got my joy. And so it's an echo thing. I say, I got my joy. And then anybody at home could say, I got my joy. I got my joy. I got my joy. And the more you sing, the more joy that you manifest.
Great.
She came to me in my darkest hour. That's when I knew she had the power to lift me up and still my heart. Now I never want to be awesome, and I'll tell you all about her. I got my joy. I got my joy. I wake up every morning satisfied, boy. I got my joy. I got my joy. Gonna raise my voice. Gonna make some noise. Gonna raise my voice like a baby with a brand new toy. I don't cry, I don't worry, got my joy. Late at night, when the city sleeps, I'm thankful for the gentle soul laying next to me. I'm not afraid, I'm not ashamed, and I just want to sing her name. Listen, people, and I'll tell you all about her. I got my joy. I got my joy. I wake up every morning satisfied, boy. I got my joy. I got my joy. Gonna make some noise, gonna raise my voice like a baby with a brand new toy. I don't cry, I don't worry, got my joy. I waited far too long to find her, and I don't want to spoil a chance. She can smile and she can laugh, she can love and she sure can dance. Let her know I appreciate her, everything I say and do. She's just too good to be, but I know she's true. got my joy. I got my joy. Gonna make some noise, gonna raise my voice. Woo! Like a baby with a brand new toy. I don't cry, I don't worry. I don't cry and I don't worry. I don't cry, I don't worry. Got my joy.
Yeah. Here's the joy.
Yeah.
Nice. As you're having your joy over there, my dog is having joy on the other side of the porch. She is in a full tilt. Catch the lizards, the little tiny lizards, and there's a wood pile for, we have a fireplace, so there's wood stacked down there. She is tearing, literally with her mouth, tearing the wood to shreds, hoping that like inside the under the bark there's gonna be a lizard. I mean, she's just like full-fledged out.
Man.
She is so full of joy right now. So thank you for accompanying her with that soundtrack.
Sure.
Everybody, I'm Vicki Genfan. This is Front Porch Thursday, and this is Adam Levy, my guest for today. I'm so glad that you were able to come and be with us today, Adam. I really, really appreciate it. It's been such a joy. Joy to
I see what you did.
Yeah, I did that. I didn't. That was my right brain. It's been such a joy to share some time with so many great friends and musicians during this last 52 episodes and now 53. Really, really glad you could make it. Let's do this last song if you don't mind, and Adam's gonna let me sing along. I'm gonna play a little guitar drum, and sing. Tell us a little bit about this song.
So let's see. It's called The Longest Day of the Year. And I wrote it not on the literal longest day of the year in the solstice,
Right.
but around that time I was on my way to a songwriting retreat in England with my friend Chris Difford and a bunch of songwriters. And flying through Paris from New York, and I was with my friend Jen Clapp, great songwriter, both of us flying from New York to London via Paris. Well, when we got to Paris, we missed our connection because our initial flight out of JFK was long delayed for some reason. So as we were in New York, we knew we weren't going to make the connection. We got to Paris, and we had hours to kill because the next flight they could put us on to London was not until half the day later.
Wow.
So instead of like making it a bad thing, we're just like, great, we'll take the little train, the RAR train into Paris, and have some lunch and maybe have a glass of wine. And so as we were sitting along the Seine, drinking wine and eating bread and butter and all, very Parisian little memory, we wrote this song.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to mute myself and play along. Lucky Lou.
Many guitar players are curious. This is in double drop D. D on the bottom, D on the top. Very Neil Young tuning. One, two, one, two. Friday never turned to Saturday. Maybe all the clocks have lost their way, spinning round in circles every which way. Woke up thinking I would find you there. across the kitchen floor. Bottles, pour myself a little more. Wonder, baby, if you just won't come anyway. Listening for the sound of your footsteps. Oh, what are you hoping to hear? Ticking like a wound up time bomb till you appear. Listen that again. Listening for the sound of your footsteps. All that I'm hoping to hear. Ticking like a wound up time bomb till you appear. This must be the longest day of the year. This must be the longest day of the year. This must be the longest day of the year.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Vicki. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks for that. I noticed your little all that I'm hoping, and then
Yeah.
this changing that lineup on me.
Oh man.
That's all right.
You know, I'm sorry. What happened was I wrote it one way, and then my producer suggested doing it a different way. And in my head, I tangle them up still. All these years later, I get to the fork in the road, and
Yep.
it.
Yeah,
So I didn't mean to make it funny.
no problem. It's the neural pathway syndrome, but
Right.
that's why we practice things slowly and a million times to get them in there. Not the mistakes that we've made a million times. Anyway, that was totally cool. Beautiful song. I was picturing Paris and sitting by the river as we were doing it. Beautiful, beautiful. You're the best. Thank you so much, and I hope we can cross paths again sometime soon. Everybody, Adam Levy, he's got a bunch of links for all different things that he's doing and has done. So check him out further. And next week we'll have Sonia Heller, the amazing Sonia Heller. And yeah, so Adam, you are officially done, and you can
Okay.
go and have some lunch.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks,
Vicki.
man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Take good care.
Thank you. That was so great. It is Mental Health Awareness Month, May, and like all of these months that we have, they should just be awareness all the time. But we're not aware all the time. So I was perusing around this morning, and ABC 7 News 7 put together actually quite an extensive bunch of resources, all kinds of links for all kinds of different aspects of mental health. And if you're interested, peruse the link and see if there's anything that appeals or that might be helpful. I thought it was a good resource. This is a beautiful quote from Glenn Close, and I'd like to end today with this quote. What mental health needs is more sunlight, more candor, more unashamed conversation. So I hope that maybe we can think a little more during this rest of May and forever about that. Just take it out of the closet, that we can loosen the stigma on mental health, because Lord knows we're all touched by it in one way or another, and particularly after this year we've had, right? So Can't wait to bring Sonia Heller to you next week. It's going to be her birthday right around that time, or actually this weekend coming up. We have 3 birthdays. There's millions of birthdays, but 3 of my dear friends, Sonia, KJ Dennert, and Debbie Bondi, all have birthdays on the 8th and the 9th of May. And wow, coolness. So we're going to take it out. Thank you to Tay. Thank you to everybody. If you'd like to leave a tip, I'm so grateful. Thank you for those who have tipped us during these months, and every little bit has been very appreciated. And thanks for supporting live music. Thanks for supporting me and all these, all these shows. My God. Hopefully, I'll be out soon somewhere live, but we're going to keep the show going. All right, signing off. Front porch Thursday. Front